sounds excellent.
Oh, you're sitting too close. Sound check.
Try to envision a
Yeah.
Hello.
Yo, I brought us to the wrong screen initially.
It's all good.
I've got to fix that.
It is all good. Whoa, that looks cool. That looks
Yeah.
forking cool, bro.
Just got to fix one aspect of it. The text is black and it should be... I shouldn't be making it white. So it's actually like it's a little...
Make sure everything's coming through properly.
See.
Yep, it is. Perfect.
What do you know? What do you know, yous guys? What up, Game Tinker?
Hey, it's the Tinks.
It's the Tinks. Hey, Tinks
Hey,
over here.
Tinks.
I'll make sure this one is also correct.
Here. I'll pop out Twitch chat. We're good to go. Hey, Baxter. Thanks for saying hi over there.
Yo, what up, Baxter? Okay, so we got good to see you guys. Hey, good to see you too, my friend. Welcome
to see you, buddy.
Official session 1 of the official Dad Buds LoreCraft adventure entitled Fated. Session 1, King's Grave. Oh, I cracked the beer like an idiot.
Oh,
Pretend I didn't.
ready?
Everybody, grab the beer.
Grab your drink.
Crack it.
3, 2, 1.
Crack noise. Yeah. Sorry.
That's okay.
We'll get it. We'll get it. Beautiful.
Everybody makes mistakes.
I got a nice pour. Oh, here we go.
Oh.
Angle here. Boom. 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 Get some good head on that.
Ooh.
Frothy. Mm-hmm. Okie dokie. So we had a very... You're playing Cloudpunk? Nice. I had a very fruitful prep session today. A lot of cool stuff. Made some maps, which was fun.
Right on.
I gotta show you. I forgot to make a thing in the maps, but we'll get there. We'll get there.
No.
So, How are you doing, man? Before we jump into it, how was your day?
It was all right. I had to work today, but it wasn't too bad. It's a pretty easy day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Were you done decent time, or was it a long?
Yeah. I was done around like noon, so
Nice.
it was all right.
Sweet.
Yeah. I've had a lot of dinner, so I'm just letting that process. And
What'd you eat?
Sydney made some really good bacon, potato, and leek soup.
Damn, that sounds
It's
fucking delicious.
amazing. It's absolutely amazing.
We had Ray's leftover beef stew from a couple weeks ago. It was good. Yeah,
Very nice.
it reheated very well from frozen. Delicious. Okay, so
Good show.
last time on the the fated adventure, our hero Silicus awoke inside a strange ruin. He came to consciousness on the floor of the ruin beside a strange sort of burning hearth, a hearth of blue fire, and standing over him was a grizzled old fella in a cloak with a sword on his hip, who introduced himself as Balthazar, and he told you that you were some kind of chosen one, some sort of, like, you have some blood in you that's important, and that he is the keeper of this fire, and he's been waiting for you.
Right.
He tells you that you need to leave this place as soon as possible, and he needs to make his way to the sort of a leader within his organization to be able to tell them that you're here. You don't know any other details, and he's pretty close-lipped about details beyond that. Before you manage to escape leave the ruin, you were attacked by some skelly boys,
Right.
Some skeletons, and you managed to fight them off. Though I do believe you took some damage.
I believe I did.
And regardless, you made it out, and Balthazar led you out of the Barrow Downs, the mountain hills where all of the descendants of the descendants of the old kingdom of Illyria and those who still swear fealty to it are buried. It was a days long trek out of the woods, and you make your way towards a town he describes as a shadow of its former glory, the city of Kingsgrave, now only sort of the town of
Right.
Kingsgrave. And I'll hop to our live play screen. Boom.
Excuse me.
Yeah.
As will I.
Wait, why isn't that working? Well, that's not very helpful. Nope.
There it is.
Sorry for pressing that so many times, guys. My apparently my stream deck just shit the bed on me. So.
Oh no. That's big poopy
Here we
farty
are.
butt balls.
That is poopy farty buttholes. But whatever you said.
I said big poopy farty butt balls.
True. So
Jeez.
you and Balthazar, Silicus,
Yes.
you make your way down out of the hills, pushing your way through the forest and undergrowth and onto a main sort of trackway. Pretty deep ruts where wagons kind of have, broken away the ground. Here and there, you see the remnants of the old flagstone road that used to sort of travel this region, but it hasn't been kept at all. And slowly you start to smell the cook fires and the smells of civilization. Yo!
Hey, Redbeard.
Whoa!
Wow,
my
so-
alert thing didn't
30
appear
32.
on the stream.
Yeah, neither did mine. What the fuck?
LoreCraft. I like that. That was really loud. Was that really loud for everybody else? It was super loud in my ears. What's good? How you doing? Redbeard was here for the earlier part. So I'm gonna have to turn Alert's audio down because that was it wasn't that bad there. Okay, it must have just been really loud for me. Okay, so you make your way towards the town, and you can hear, the sounds of people doing their business. You can hear the sounds of a blacksmith's hammer, clink, 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 working. Up the main road, you can see a large building with some people out and around it, and a couple of wagons have recently pulled up. At the outskirts of town, Balthazar stops walking, and he turns to face you, and he says, Silicus, as I said before, we're entering the town of Kingsgrave. I'm going to find us a room for the night, and we'll determine what the best course of action going forward is. But I tell you this now, I am going to have to travel on. I'm going to have to travel on to a different town.
Oh.
He says, I'm not going to tell you the town yet, for I cannot remember its name. But it starts with white, and it ends in...
Brown?
Sorry. Not brown. It ends in reach. It is White Reach.
Ah.
I'm so glad I remembered. For that is where the man I need to speak with is, to warn him, or to let him know that you've arrived, and that the next steps of our plans need to be put into place.
Sounds good there, Ballface.
Whether you travel with me or not is up to you, but please don't call me Ballface. And I'm gonna go find us a room at the inn.
All right, let's do it.
Okay, you're going to join me? Great. He walks along the main road. He throws his hood back a little bit, and you notice that he's actually pretty well kept. The people here seem to know him. They give you sort of strange looks, but nobody sort of bats an eye at him. Some people nod, and eventually you make your way to the inn, and you are welcomed inside the inn. Let me just bring this up here. Places, Kingsgrave. Perfect. Okay. You can see around the town there's a lot of ruins, and sort of broken down buildings, and a lot of disrepair would be the best way to put it. But towards the center of town, more of the buildings are in use, and more what you would expect from like a village, you find towards the center of town, near to where the water bends and the mill is. And Balthazar approaches the inn and opens the door and gestures for you to enter.
All right. I'll walk up and follow him in.
Okay. The two of you enter the inn. It's a pretty old building, well worn. You can see that the ceiling is well stained with many, many smoke fires and lanterns. And it has a warm, just a warm glow to the place. Behind the counter is a middle-aged woman who flashes a warm smile at you. But you can tell that she's got tired eyes, like she's carrying a lot in this place. A town that seems to be lacking some hope. You can see it. You can see that behind her smile is something a little more exhaustive or exhausting. The moment you walk in, she greets you with a warm word and a smile, and she says, "Balthazar, welcome back. What can I do for you? Will you be staying in the inn?" Balthazar looks over at you and says, "Yes, Mom. We'll take 2 rooms, please." And he reaches into his pocket and he pulls out a gold coin and places it on the counter. She her eyes go a bit wide at that. She reaches over and skirts away. She goes, "2 rooms it is, and somebody eat besides, hey?" She gestures to a table for you guys to sit at.
All right.
So, for your perspective, you're given a space. You're now in the inn. You can see people moving about, like locals. A couple of people that look like they're travelers. You know, dirty boots, that kind of thing.
Yeah.
Everyone looks kind of solemn and worried, just in general. They just look like they're carrying a lot. And Balthazar sits down across from you, and sort of at a seat near the fire, the hearth that's kind of burning quite heartily. And he pulls out a pipe, packs it, and lights it, and sort of sits comfortably looking into the fire, smoking his pipe. You have an opportunity now to kind of do what you want, whether that's talk to Balthazar or talk to people in town or go to sleep, or like you're sort of, it's mid-afternoon, and you have the kind of freedom to.
All right.
You
Well,
let me know when you're ready to just move on to the next part.
Okay. Well, fuck. Let's get a drink in us, buddy.
Okay.
Let's go and get an ale.
All right. So, seeing that Balthazar is kind of comfortable where he is and hasn't asked for anything to drink, you pop up, and you got a sense from the look of the way she reacted with the coin that Balthazar basically just paid for everything. A gold coin.
Open bar.
Yeah, exactly. Like a gold coin from Old Illyria is not really a common thing to be handing out. You get a sense that he was not just paying for the food, but he was paying for
Full stay.
Yeah, the full stay and a silent word if anyone's asking after him.
I see.
So you approach the bar, and the lady turns to you, and she goes, kind of in a quieter voice, but still just as kind. She goes, "Boy, you look like you've been through hell and back. You look haggard, my friend."
Oh, that's the nicest thing anybody said to me all day.
She's like, "Well, I'm sorry, I don't mean as an insult, but have you seen yourself?"
Yeah, I'm pretty rough, but I need a drink first.
She's like, "Not a problem. Can I get you an ale, a whiskey, or something else? A wine, some wine, perhaps."
How about one of each?
Pick one, and we'll start there.
Ale.
Ale. And she goes behind. She grabs a pitcher, and she starts pouring you a flagon of ale. She goes, "I'm Alara Thorn, by the way."
Pleased to meet you. I am Silicus.
"Good to meet you, Silicus." She hands you the drink, and she goes, "So if there is anything else I can do for you, you let me know." And she passes it off to you and goes back to her duties.
Okay. Well, let's make no bones about this. Let's just slam this bee and take a little walk around town. I want to take a look at what's around.
Okay. So you slam your beer back, and not to throw a wrench in your plans, but just as you throw back your beer, you notice that the cook steps out from behind and brings out 2 plates of food and puts them on the table where you and Balthazar were seated.
All right, let's go eat. Can't go on an adventure without food. What am I thinking?
Yeah. So
Thank goodness these people are taking care of us.
It's just a goat stew with a heel of crusty bread.
Go. I'm into it. And muck that.
Yeah. Balthazar throws that back in a very surprising speed. This is a man who you can tell is used to eating quickly, and not a drop left on his plate. And you neither. Soon the two of you are done eating, lips are smacked, and he goes back to his pipe. As he sees you stand up, he gives you a look. You guys make eye contact, and he goes, "Don't stray too far now, Silicus."
Yeah, Mom.
He kind of grins and goes back to his pipe.
All right, yeah. So let's go check out the town.
Okay, so if I remember correctly, you have equipped upon you a dagger.
Correct.
And you're wearing leather armor, and you've got some stuff in your bag. Okay, perfect.
Yeah.
Okay. You head outside, and you notice that there is a small stable attached to the inn, and somebody is brushing down some horses, and there is a cleric, a young woman, and she is sort of standing talking to a traveler, a man in a traveling cloak and dirty boots. And you notice that the back of the wagon are two shrouded bodies. Two people that look like they've been sort of shrouded up in white cloth, tied, like preparing for burial. And these people are having kind of a quiet conversation a few feet from that wagon.
Okay. Well, let's casually stroll past and see what we might be able to glean with a little bit of eavesdropping.
An eavesdropping. You're gonna drop some eaves. Give me a wisdom check. So roll a. If you click on the wisdom on. You know how to open your character sheet? Do you remember how to open your character sheet? Okay, so go into the actors pane.
Actors. Yep. Heroes. Okay, there we go. Silicus.
Find Silicus.
Perfect.
Click on them, and then click on the wisdom button, and you should be able to click roll.
Right click or just click? Oh, there you go.
Just left click. Yeah.
Okay. Yeah. Roll. Okay. We got an 11.
Why did it say failure?
I
didn't even give you a challenge rating.
Oh.
And for some reason that's a success.
The game has spoken.
It should be a minus. I'm very confused. How does the game work? It's been so long since I've played. So we're learning, by the way, everybody, we're learning old essentials together. So let me just Google skill checks. Let me just look up skill checks.
That's all. It can all be seen here.
Checks. Hired help, stronghold, magic advancement, killings, adventuring. Ability checks, 216. 216. Here we go. Ability checks. Roll an ability check. The player rolls an ability check at 120, and if the result is less, I see. If the roll is less than or equal to the ability, the check succeeds. If the roll is greater than, the check fails. Oh, that's so easy.
Sir
I
Kel.
love it. That's so simple. Hey, what up, Sir Kel?
Sorry, I kind of missed that. I was.
So what you're trying to do
here. Sorry.
What you're trying to do is when you do a skill check, is or an ability check, is you roll a 1d20, and if the result is less than or equal to your ability, the check succeeds. If the roll is greater than the ability, the check fails, and then I can add modifiers or whatever onto that.
Oh, okay.
So now we understand how that works. Your roll failed because you rolled above 9.
Oh, okay.
Okay, so
Well, that sucks.
Sorry, dude. And as you're walking by, you are too struck by the cleric woman, because she's a very striking young woman, and you don't notice anything she's saying. You're just like, damn, as you walk past.
All right. Well, then I'm gonna be so bold as to approach this striking young lady.
Okay, so as you approach, she like finishes her sentence as she's speaking to the gentleman, and she turns and looks at you and gives you a quizzical look, and she goes, "Can I help you?"
What is a fine lady such as yourself doing in such a ramshackle abode as this?
She goes, "I'm not sure what you're insinuating, but I am the cleric of this town since the last high cleric has been missing. My name is Hadria, and I am preparing the death rites of this person's kin. What can I help you with?"
You say the last one he is gone missing. When did that happen?
If you wish to inquire more about my missing successor and the problems of this town, perhaps another time we better to speak. I'm trying to do my duties here, if you don't mind.
Whatever.
You can find
I
me at the
just
temple.
walk away. It's just like.
She shakes her head and goes back to talking to the dude.
All right. Well, so much for that. Everyone's so tight-lipped.
You walk away like you had a place to go, and now that you're out of like view of her, you're like, "Fuck, where the fuck am I?"
All right. Well, there was the tinking of blacksmith.
Yeah, it's on the other side. You're gonna have to walk past her again to get to the clink. No, I'm just kidding. Yeah, the blacksmith's up the road a little ways. And
well, fine. I'll just walk past her and be like, God, I can't. I'll just pretend I'm on the old timey phone. I can't believe I forgot my wallet.
Yeah. Okay. So you make your way towards the blacksmith. Do you have gold?
I got something. I don't think it was gold though.
Oh, you have electrum. That's right.
Where do I see what I have in my? Oh,
it's under
There we go.
inventory. Yeah.
I see that now.
So you have 3 gold pieces, basically.
Let's go.
It's not a lot of gold pieces. He paid with a very special gold piece. That was like beyond a normal one.
I hate it.
He paid with PP. Yeah, you can hear you hear the clink 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 of the blacksmith. And eventually you come up to the blacksmith's shop, and it's a house with a connected covered area with all of his his forge and his anvil and stuff, and you can see him back there hammering away. There's a young, maybe 14-year-old kid helping him.
Horrid. Hey, buddy.
Hey, what up, Horrid? They both look up at you as you approach, and the blacksmith, they kind of acknowledge you, but the acknowledgement is that I'll be with you in a minute kind of thing. So he's busy. And he finishes off what he's doing carefully. He takes his time. And if you choose to wait, it'll be, he'll be like 5 minutes or whatever.
Yeah, I just let's have a little kind of take a look-see around his place without being intrusive.
Yeah, okay. So you do one of those little poke arounds.
A little perusal.
A lot of tools, but not as many as you'd think, given the location and the size of the village. You see more than you expected. Is sort of like weapons, not like a crazy number of weapons, but like more than you'd expect from like a villager. You know what I mean?
Okay.
Yeah, he's doing his thing, hammering away, and then after a few minutes, he finishes, hands the piece over to the apprentice, who then quelches it down in some water, oil, or something, and he kind of drops his hammer down, brushes his hands off, and walks over to you and offers you a hand, like to shake.
Sure. I extend my hand out, and
he gives you a hearty shake and goes, "The name's Thorin Forchand. What can I do for you, friend?"
I just wanted to come check out your wares. My name is Silicus.
Good to meet you, Silicus. Where do you hail from?
I don't recall.
Yeah, you don't know. You genuinely woke up.
Okay. So I'm shaking. We're still shaking hands, and I'm like, I don't know exactly the way I said it to you.
And he's like, he kind of stops shaking your hand and sort of lets your hand go, and he goes, "Fair enough. I was just making conversation. I don't need to know where everybody's from. But you want to see my wares? Well, this is what I'm working on, and I got some more inside if you like." And he gestures over to like a little entrance, sort of workshop entrance side area. He reaches over and grabs a ladle of water and takes a big swig of it, drops it back in, and follows you inside.
All right.
And he pulls back a wooden cover to like like those. It's like almost like an angled box. It's got a bunch of crap in it, like to show. And he opens that up, and it's got just a bunch of stuff.
Sure.
And are you looking for anything in particular? Sorry, are you looking for anything in
Before,
particular?
oh,
Sorry, go ahead.
I've been wanting to ask you, sir, how's business been?
Oh, business has been a little slow this season. The disappearances caused a lot of people initially to come up to see what was going on, and now it's sort of slowed down. And you get the occasional adventurer coming through, and they'll sell and buy, and then of course there's horseshoes and the like for the bringers of the dead.
You're the second person I've met here, and you're also the second person who's mentioned disappearances.
I'd expect that you'd be hearing about it. Talk of the town. And getting worse.
I'm curious.
Well, friend,
I don't mean to be grinning. Sorry.
Yeah. There's not a lot I can tell you about it other than we live at the base of the largest graveyard in the region. The town's name is Kingsgrave. This is the Royal Barrow. We have our fair share of run-ins with brigands, kidnappers, and monsters. Every year we lose people to the wilds, but over the last few months things have been stranger. I've heard lots of rumors, but I can certainly say some of the youngins have gone missing. A couple of the teenagers, they go out and dare themselves to go out into the barrows, and there are things out there. That's all. All I know, anyways.
Thank you for the information. What
Sure.
do you charge for your fine wares? I would love to find me a new weapon.
What weapon are you looking for, friend?
I wonder if you could find an upgrade for this dagger of mine that is within my budget.
Let's remember that you chose to be a thief, so I don't know what actual weapons you can use. Let's check.
Okay.
Thief 74.
gotta
74.
Anybody watching? This is like the second time I've played D&D.
Oh yeah, dude.
So,
we're learning this. Yeah.
I'm coming at this like I would play like an RPG. Like I would just run up to people and see what what do you call them? Chat options. Dialogue options are there.
You can use any weapon.
I can use any weapon.
You can use any
cool.
weapon. So here are your combat limitations. Also, just so you know, you can Google. Here, I'll actually find it for you, so you just have it. Quick reference.
Oh, thanks, guys.
The OSE website.
Words of encouragement from chat.
The OSE website has everything that you'll need.
OSC website?
OSE. I'm about to send it to you.
Okay, perfect.
It's got all the old school essential stuff, so you can use it for reference for weapons or items, whatever. It's a great resource. It's basically a wiki, so it gives you information about so when you're attacking an unaware opponent from behind, you receive +4 bonus to hit and double your damage.
Oh, okay, I see all that. Yeah.
Combat tells you what you can use and can't use. You can also use arcane scrolls, which is pretty cool.
I gotta mute my cellular. God, the screen's so bright. God.
Yeah, I know. I had the same problem. I wonder if you could turn it to
like a dark mode or something.
Yeah, no, it doesn't look like it. Although
there should be like a forced dark mode thing.
Well, I have a dark mode extension that I use.
Oh, nice.
So apparently,
I'll just refer to that as
uninstalled it. Yeah, I actually think it all exists in the if you open the compendium in Foundry, like on the right, there should be one of the things called compendium. I think
I see compendium pack.
Yeah, if you find thief in there somewhere, it has your abilities and
Okay.
It doesn't have it has like backstab and stuff, so you can reference that.
Okay.
And of course, if you have any questions, I can look stuff up too. We've got the book.
Right.
Okay. So great. Yeah, he goes, well, what kind of weapons are you looking for, friend? I can show you what I got. And let's see how much it costs. Equipment and services, adventuring gear, weapons and armor. And he kind of goes, well, let's start here. How much money do you have, my friend?
I've got 3 gold, my man.
3 gold. Huh. Well, you say you're wielding the dagger right now. Are you looking for something like a spear? Are you looking for like a sword?
I like to be up close and personal.
Well,
Probably
dagger
a
will do that.
sword.
Oh, a sword.
I want something with a little more killing power, you know what I mean?
He says, well, if all you've got is 3 gold, your name, there's not much I can do for you. This is what you can afford. And he gestures to a dagger. And he gestures to a well-crafted like club, like a shillelagh. He gestures to an old school sling, a spear, and a well-crafted staff. He goes, I'll tell you what though.
Staff.
Yeah, he kind of looks at you and
Be
he
like a
goes,
Ninja Turtle.
Yeah. So I'll tell you what though. That dagger looks fine. It looks like a pretty nice dagger. And it looks crafted from the metals they used in the old Illyria. You can break that down and use it to make something else. So if I'll buy that off you, and I'll make you a warhammer.
Let's go. Deal, my friend.
So he'll take all your money and your dagger, and he'll give you a warhammer.
I'm into
Sound
it.
good?
Sounds good.
Now, I'm not just doing that because I know you like hammers. It's actually the only thing you can afford that isn't like a piece of wood or a dagger.
That's awesome. Let's go.
All right, so I'll add it to your character.
This is too perfect. I steal things and I wield a hammer in real life.
Wait, you steal things in real life?
Shh. I told you that.
All right, you now have a warhammer equipped in your stuff, and just make sure to remove.
Go.
Just make sure to remove the money.
I just hit the little garbage. Oh, it just completely disappeared. Oh no.
Okay, just don't worry about it.
Crap.
I'll find coins for you.
Add new item.
Done. Yeah, I'm gonna add the electrum back.
All right.
Okay, just try not to do that again.
Okay, sorry.
Yeah, you can change the quantity.
I didn't know.
That's okay. It's all good.
All right.
It's just deleting electrum from the world. Okay. Yeah. So he gives you a pretty well crafted warhammer. He's like, it hasn't seen any use, but I made it for an adventurer that went out into the wilderness, and well, he never came back. So.
No. Well, thank you, sir.
No problem. Good luck out there, and be safe. Be careful. Don't go wandering out alone. He tries. He's like, all right, Alistair, back to it. And he grabs the stuff and gets ready to go smash some stuff.
Okay. All right. So let's go back to the inn, and as we're walking around, we'll just maybe a little extra time, have a little look around, see if anything unusual catches our eye.
Yeah, after a few moments, you pass by some people on the road, and then you pass by a pretty big dude, rough looking, sort of haggard self-care. His hair is a little wild, and his beard is unkempt. He is wearing armor, a mix of like plate and chain armor, sort of repaired and re-repaired, and underneath an old tattered tabard. At his waist, a sword, and on his back, a shield, as well as a bow.
Right.
As he's walking, he's talking to somebody. He spots you, pats the guy on the shoulder, and pushes them away, like to go do something, and then walks directly at you. And he sort of stops in the road right in front of you, and he looks you up and down, and he goes, "Who are you, and what are you doing in my town?"
I'm Silicus. I'm here for a warhammer and a tasty meal.
Well, you got I see a warhammer on your waist and a bit of stew on the front of your shirt. So I'm guessing you got both.
That was just my appetizer.
He goes, "My name's Cedric Holloway. I'm the sheriff around these parts." He's like, "I'm the watcher here. Everyone who comes in, I'd expect to inform the guard of who they are and why they're here. I heard you were wandering around, giving some people a hard time, talking up the cleric."
What is she your squeeze? What's going on?
"No, but we show respect to the gods here."
Whatever, fam.
He's like, "Listen, keep your nose clean, listen to the guard, and be on your way when you're done with your business. This isn't a safe place to be, and that's not a threat. There's things out there." He gestures to the barrows, always ever present to the north. Gestures to the barrows. And he goes, "Remember the name, Cedric Holloway." He walks away.
I go, remember the name, Silicus. I only had my appetizer.
He looks over you and he goes, "Oh, I'm not going to forget." And right about that moment, an elderly man kind of hobbles over to you in like a well-made shirt,
Yes.
A little dusty, and he kind of looks. He sort of like goes like, "Oh, that's Cedric. Always giving people a hard time." Oh. He's got like he's like got his hand on your shoulder, and you're like looking after Cedric, and he's like, that's Cedric, always giving people a hard time, huh? Well, and he kind of steps back, turns you around, and he gives you a look, and he goes, well, boy, am I excited to meet you, my friend, a new face. The name's Tobias. And he reaches his hand out to shake.
Tobias, slap that hand. What's going on, man? Finally, someone's chill.
Oh, yeah, chill indeed. That's me. Chill. Always keeping an eye on all that's going around. My name's Tobias Blackwell. I'm the mayor of this here town.
Nice to meet you.
He flashes you a smile, and he's got like a gold tooth.
A prospector.
He goes, "I hear you came into town with friend Balthazar."
Yes, sir.
He's a queer one, that Balthazar. Are you heading
Oh,
back to the
hey,
inn?
I don't care what he does with his spare time, man. Like,
I meant weird.
oh yeah. He's weird.
Are you heading back to the inn?
Yeah, I want to get some grub. You should join me, dog.
Yeah, I'll walk with you.
Sounds
and
good.
He's walking along. He goes, "You came in with Balthazar, and a strange man, that Balthazar. He's quite cunning and resourceful. Good man to have in a pinch. Try to convince him to stick around and help the town, but he seems to have his own goals and intentions. Always coming in, flitting through, and never staying long enough for me to catch his business."
Yeah, funny you mentioned that.
One
Apparently,
second. Sorry, 1 second. What?
Pause.
Sorry, 1 second.
No problem. Well, how's it going, everybody? Game's on pause for a sec. I'm having a great Friday. Or Saturday. Sorry. My brain thinks it's Friday because I went into work today. So. But I'm having a great Saturday. And this is a lot of fun. I'm glad you guys are here to enjoy it. I thought you were going to fight, eat Cedric. I'm trying to keep my nose clean. I don't want to be like the last time I played and have a bunch of innocent deaths behind me. I'm just kidding. I didn't. I don't have the balls to do that. Cedric Holloway. I don't know how to goof his name, so I'm just gonna go again. I got my fancy. I mean, I bet everybody here has way cooler dice than me. These are like, I don't know, these are like a couple dollars on Amazon. I guess it's kind of hard to see with the lighting. It was basically the same color scheme as my sweater.
Hey, I'm sorry. We have
It's all good, man.
Take it one to the doctor.
Okay, no problem.
Bye, everybody.
All right.
Thank you. We'll be back again next week.
Later, everybody.
See ya.
Goodbye.